What's the recruiting process been like so far? Kind of what's this month been like for you?
It's been nice. A lot of camps, talking to college coaches, a lot of calls, a lot of relationships being built.
Yes, so far, since we started camping, we got 4 Power 5 offers, Cincinnati, Iowa State, Kentucky, and so forth. So it's just really crazy, We're having a really awesome experience.
Do you guys have all the same offers?
Yep, as of right now, yep. Package deal.
What would it be like if one school offered you and one didn't?
I mean, it just, chances are they've seen something in one that I didn't see in me, or I got to work hard. I'm sure that's where the competition will show.
Where, we have strengths and different stuff, so,
yeah.
I mean, and me as a left guard, they might need a left guard and not, a right tackle and so forth, so.
Do you guys envision yourselves both ending up at the same school?
I mean, it depends. Maybe he sees something in a school that I don't, so I'm not going to compromise and go to a school that he goes to, but it would be pretty nice playing with my brothers.
Yeah, I'd be the same here.
What would you say are the differences between you two guys?
Well, that's kind of hard. I mean, being twins, we're identical twins. There's not very much difference. Maybe in personality over a while, people will start to know the difference between personalities.
I've been said I'm kind of more quiet. He's more kind of
more
outgoing.
Yeah, more louder.
So.
He's more nasty on the field, though.
I'm going to have to go with me. That's where the competition goes out. Who's going to be more nasty out on the field?
How would you guys scout each other? Like, how would you game plan to beat one another? I guess.
Knowing his weaknesses, because we work a lot at home. I take his weaknesses as an advantage, but he can do the same for me. So that's where that competitor comes out.
Yeah.
For each one of you guys, just what does Ohio State mean to you, being in state, guys?
Being a Buckeye fan all my life, looking at it from the outside in and now from the inside out, with working with the coaches, talking to Ryan Day, it means even more, knowing the coaches and the coaching staff.
Yeah, just, watching, Ohio State just all our life, and, actually meeting the coaches and having, establishing a relationship with the coaches is just, it's phenomenal.
What did each of you guys kind of learn from Justin Frye today? Any big pointers that helped you out?
A lot of footwork, different kind of footwork, some steps, some pointers on the stance. All around, I'm coming out here with some pretty solid pointers.
For me, it was more hand placement, just being violent with the hands, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he really emphasized. He was really, tough on that. So.
What's next for you guys? Anywhere else that you guys are planning to go here this summer?
We do have a pit visit and camp coming up on the 26th. So, that'll be an experience. The coaches were down here today. We talked to them. So, yeah. They really liked what they saw. Then we got Penn State on the 29th, so that'll be fun. I had a close relationship with it for a while since I think we had 2 offers, and it's just been built on that. Yeah.
So we got a really close relationship with Coach Franklin and the staff early on.
You mentioned Justin Frye. Just what has it been like building a relationship with him? Obviously, he hasn't been here all that long, but has done a good job getting out on the recruiting trail, it seems.
Well, it started in the weight room a lot. Seeing him pop up in the weight room at St. Ed's. Him watching me lift, it means a lot. Him watching us run. So, it's kind of like a get to know him before we had this hands-on coaching that we had here at the camp. So, that's all relationship builder. So, I grew pretty strong with Coach Frye in our relationship.
Was it all fafamiliar to you, like the drills that Justin Frye was running?
Yes, sir.
Or?
Yeah, they were all familiar. It was a lot of smaller things that he was helping us out, like the footwork, for example, that equal out to big things.
Well, that's one of the things that a lot of different offensive linemen who have been out here have said is footwork. Is that something that has been a focus at the high school level, or is that something that you're kind of get used to?
Sure.
Okay.
It's very important, just having that, lower body, just being stable with it,
solid footwork.
Yeah, right steps. Yeah, that's something that, really starting to emphasize.
You had mentioned that you're a left guard and he's a right tackle. What kind of separates those 2 positions for you guys? And you think that maybe you could play the other person's position? Like, what kind of person is that?
I just kind of weigh more. Compared to him, I weigh about going at 280. He's more around
275, around that range.
Yeah, so we really could flip-flop back and forth with DB. So we're really good at both, left guard and right tackle. So it's kind of just, being able to play inside and out is really important that Coach Frye really liked.
Do you think that versatility will help you guys then, once you get to college, being able to play?
Exactly. Knowing both positions and knowing, where to go on each position, that'll only help us out, knowing what to do in each spot on the offensive line.
Obviously, your guys' teammate Ben Roebuck is also going through the recruiting process right now. What's it like having 3 offensive linemen who are all being recruited by Power 5 schools?
Yeah, that's another thing. He can give us pointers just like I can give my brother pointers, like how I mentioned earlier. He has a little bit more experience in the recruiting trail, so he helps me out as far as recruiting and on the field. Him being a left tackle and me a right tackle, I mean, we go hand in hand as far as technique. So, I mean, our relationship with Ben is pretty strong.
Is football the only thing that you guys are competitive with, or is it?
Everything.
Basketball court,
weightlifting, and just about anything you could find. I mean, who can go up the stairs the fastest?
Who's the one that often wins that?
I'd say me. I mean, I have to go with me, of course, but then again, I think he might disagree.
It's definitely me. I think it's just always hard on each other. Everything that, as far as grades, just anything on the court or the field, we just always at it, trash talking to each other. So.
How do you feel playing in a program like St. Ed's that's been so productive?
I mean, with a historic coach like Tom Lombardo, I mean, he's the best of the best. I mean, the way he coaches, and our offensive line coach, Coach Scanlon, I mean, they could easily be college coaches, I believe. I mean, the knowledge that they have and, the development that they have the players go through, I mean, it's A1 for sure.